Hello everyone, welcome to Share. This is my live stream on my YouTube channel. Okay, Women Cup 2025 317 held on 2025 370. Okay, if you are watching this channel for the first time, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Okay, then Chris Rina, she played C on C4. His knight come to here. Black player knight played. Now black player Crush Arena. He played the pawn to E6, and we will see one by one. They are now knight go to F3. Now black chain. We will see come to can't this match. Crush Arena. He pushed the bishop to game. This is now keep black the check with knight D2. Okay, now we will see one by one. Now he pushed the pawn to here on B6. Okay. Then white player. He pushed the pawn to here on E3. Okay. Now E3 pawn he pushed. Okay. Now we will see one by one. Now he pushed the bishop to here on B7. Okay. Now we will see one by one. Now white player, he played his bishop to here on D3. Castling allies. She decided to push his castle. Risk. She played her pawn to here on D5. Now we will see how to can this match. She pushed the pawn 3 and attacked the bishop by the pawn. I think she will cut the. No, she didn't cut. She pushed his bishop to here on. Now white player, Crush Rina, cut the pawn by the pawn. Then black player, Crush Rina, she cut the pawn by the pawn. We will see one by one. Okay, white player, she pushed the pawn to here on B4. Then we will see one by one. Okay, she pushed the bishop to here on D6. Okay, then we will see one by one how to can this match to white player. White player pushed his bishop to here on B2. Okay, then we will see one by one. This is American Cup Women 2025 370. Now knight come to here on D7. Now white turn. White push his knight to here on E5. Okay. Then we will see one by one how to can this match to black player. She pushed the queen to here on E7. Then we will see. Okay. Then white player. She pushed the knight to here on F3 and defend the knight. Okay. Then black chain. Now black player Crush Rina. She played in pawn to here on 6 A6. Then now another move of white player Queen C2. Okay, Queen go to C2. His idea way C. Okay, now black player push his knight to here on E4. Okay, now we will see one by one how to can this match. My rook come to C1. Okay, now we will see one by one who will win the game. Now she bring the rook to here in E1, E8, sorry. Now white player Lee allies. She is a grandmaster. Okay. She played his queen to e2. Okay, now we will see Captain can this match. Now knight go back to here on b8. Okay. Okay, now we will see one by one. Now bishop come back to here on c2. Okay, now bishop come back to c2 and we will see. Now pawn come to here on f6. Beautiful pawn come to f6 and attack the knight, and now bishop go to there in a4. Then we will see one by one. He push the pawn to here on b5. Okay. Now attack the bishop by the pawn. Now she need to move her bishop to here on b3. Okay. Now we will see one by one who will win the game. He pushed the bishop to here on, sorry, king to h8. King to h8. Okay, now knight come to here on, come back to d3 and she push the pawn to here on c6. Okay. Now another move of white player Lee allies. She pushed the knight to here on c5. Okay. Now she pushed back to his bishop to here on c8. Okay, now we will see one by one. Now knight come back to here on d2. Okay, knight to d2. This is the 22nd move of knight take the knight. Then queen take the knight, I think. Okay, now we will see queen take the knight. Then black player Irina. She played her knight to here on d7. Then we will see one by one who will win the game. I think Lee allies one will win the game. Now knight cut the knight. Okay, now we will see one by one. If black player Irina, she cut the knight by the bishop. Okay. Then white player Lee allies. She pushed his rook to here on e1. Okay, e1, bishop come to e1. Then queen go to, oh no, not queen, no. He pushed his bishop to here on f5. Okay. f5 pawn come to f5 and we will see one by one how to can this much white black player. Black player push his rook to here on c8. Okay. c8 4, rook come to c8, then rook go to there in c3. Then his bishop go to there on b8. Okay. Then bishop come back to here on c2. Now queen come back to here in d6. Okay. Then white player push his pawn to here on f4. Okay, now black chain. Black chain now. Black come back to cut the bishop by the bishop. Then queen take the bishop. I think queen take the bishop, and we will see one by one. Now beautiful queen. No, he played his bishop pawn to f5. Okay, then we will see come to end this match white player. White push his rook to f3 and we will see one by one. Now black player Irina keep playing with rook to f6. Okay. Then rook come to here on h3. Okay, now we will see one by one how to can this much. Black player push his pawn to here on h6. Then white player 10 Lee allies. See push his bishop to c1. Okay, then we will see one by one how to can this much. Black player see push his queen to d7, push back to d7. Then we will see one by one. Now bishop go to there in d2. Okay, now we will see how to cancel this match to black player Irina. Now bishop come back to here on bishop come to d6. Then bishop come back to here on e1. Okay, then we will see one by one how to cancel this match white black player. Black push back to bishop to f8. Then rook come to here on f3. We will see one by one how to cancel this match. Now rook go to there in a8. Okay, now we will see one by one who will win the game. We will see. Okay, now rook come back to here on d3. Then black rook go to here on e6 and now white player 10. White need to move, otherwise we will see one by one. Now rook go to here on b3. Now black player Krush Irina. See push back to rook to g6. Okay, now we will see one by one who will win the game. I think white player win the game. Now king come to f1. Now safety king. Okay, now black player 10. Black push his rook to here on e8. Okay, now e8 rook come to e8. Then we will see he pushed the pawn to here on h3. Pawn go to h3. Then we will see one by one. Now rook come to here on e4. Okay, now we will see come to cancel this match white player. See push his rook to rook c3. Then king come to here on g8. Okay, now we will see come to cancel this match white player. White decided to push his rook to here. Now black we will see come to cancel this match black. Black rook go to back to here and we will see now Lee allies 10. She played pawn to here on h4. If you are watching this channel for the first time, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Now black check. Black push his queen to e8. Okay, white push his bishop to here. Okay, then we will see one by one how to cancel this match black player Krush Irina. Rook to e6. Okay, e6 and now rook come back to h3. Pawn come to h5. Okay, then we will see one by one. Now bishop come back to here on e1. Then black player Cross Irina, she need to play. She push the pawn to here on G6. Okay. Now we will see one by one how to end this match. White player push his rook to F3. Now the next move of black player, Cross Irina, she push his bishop to here on G7. Now we will see one by one. Now bishop go to there in F2. Okay, now we will see complete can this match black player. Black player push his rook to here on F7. Now white player Lee Alex. She played A4. Okay, now A4 pawn to go to A4 and we will see one by one. Now bishop go back to F8. Bishop go to F1. Rook come to here on B3. Then now black chain. Black, I think she will cut the pawn with here 4. Okay. Now rook need to move. We will see. There will move back to B2. Okay. Now we will see. See, push the pawn to A3. Now attack B1. Then queen go to there in A player. Queen to B8. Okay. Now we will see one by one how to end this match. Okay, now pawn is gone. Okay, now black and we will see how to end this match. Black player Krasrina, she played her queen to here on B5. Now check, beautiful check here. Now she need to move back to G1, king to G1. One by one, how to end this match. Black player here and pressure on them. B4 is chaos 4. Okay. The rebel post. Okay. Now rook come to A1. If he take the pawn with the queen, yeah, no, he didn't take and he pushed the rook to a B6. Okay, now we will see complete match. White player. White decided to push his queen to here on C3. Now queen go to there in A5. Okay. Now queen go to black queen go. Then we will see one by one who will win the case. Held on. See one by one who will win the game. Rook go back to E1, E8. Sorry, E8. Now white rook go to E1. How to cancel this match? White black player. Black push his queen to here on C4. Now this rook come to here on C1. Okay. Now attack the queen by the white rook. Then queen go back to here on B5. Okay. Now white player on C2. Here on E6. Then king got it there in F2. Now Krish Rena she her rook to b8. Okay, now white player Lee Allies she played her rook to a1. Then black player played amazingly now. She played her rook to here on b6. Okay. Now white turn. White push his queen to here on c3, and we will see one by one. Go to there in b8. Okay. See one by one how to can this much black white rook go to there. Now Kirit moves Kerr moves queen to here on b6. Then we will see one by one. Go to a3. Black need to move. Black move is a8 to rook to a8, and we will see one by one. Now white chain. White decided to push his rook to a2. Now easily cut them. Black pawn, white black rook, white rook. Queen go to d8. Black will go d8. Then easily take. Oh, he attack and push the pawn to g3 and defend the pawn. Okay, now we will see one by one. Now black played amazingly now to e7. Queen comes to e7 and okay. Then white player Lee Allies she played queen to here on d3 and rook come to here on e8. We'll see one by one how to can this match. Now bishop come to d2 and black turn now. Black push his rook to here on b8. Okay, then we will see one by one. Now he take the pawn, white take the pawn, beautiful pawn is gone. Now white player, black player turn. Black decided to push his queen b7. Okay. Then rook go to there in a7. Now, okay. Now queen come to here on b5. Okay. Now we will see one by one who will win the game. Lee Allies easily won the game, I think. He take go now cut the queen. Why the rook? Yeah. Now white player Lee Allies. He pushed the rook to here on c7. Okay. Now easily white piece went there and beautiful check TBC will make, and I think now we will see one by one how to cancel this much. Okay, now rook go to there in a6 and we will see one by one. Black decided to push his king to here on. Now we will see how to cancel this match. White player push his rook king to e2. Okay. Now we will see another move of black. Black rook go to there in b8. Okay, then we will see one by one how to cancel. Okay, then rook come to here on 5. Okay, this is American Cup Women 2025 carried on 370. Okay, now king come to c2, white to c2, and rook go to b. Okay, now we will see one by one how he attack to. Okay, he pushed the piece here. Then white pushed the king to here on. I think white played his king to. Okay, now we will see one by one how to cancel this much white, black, black here. Rook go to b8. Okay, then he take easily the pawn. Okay, now double pawn is gone. Now white has 6 pawn, black has 4 pawn. Total this much. Okay, now rook take the rook. Rook take the rook, and we will see one by one. Now king come to rook come to here and check. Now we will see one by one. Now king come to here on b2. Okay, now we will see one by one. Come to cancel this much black. Black rook come to b8. Black rook come to b8, and we will see. Okay, king got it there. She cannot cut the pawn, but she will move rook to b7. If you are watching this channel for the first time, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Okay. Now rook go to a6. Okay. Now black rook go to b8. Now rook come to here on a5. Okay. Now we will see one by one. Come to cancel this much black. Black played king to e6, and we will see one by one. Now he push the pawn. This is the brilliant move. Brilliant move of pawn to b5. Now bishop come to here and attack the rook. Now rook make a beautiful check. Okay, now checkmate. Beautiful check with the rook. Now king go to there, go back to f7. Then we will see one by one. Come to cancel this much white. White push the king to a4. a4, and now rook come to here on d6. Then rook go to there and beautiful check here. Then block the check with rook. I think block the check with rook. No, he didn't block the check with the rook. Then he push back to here on h2, and bishop come to here and attack the rook by the bishop. Okay, rook go to there and easily attack the rook. Okay, now b8, rook come to b8. Now king come to code there a4. Now we will will see one by one who will win the game. I think Lee allies won the game easily. C8. Okay, now we will see rook come to C8. Then another rook come to C6. White rook come to C6, and now we will see one by one. Now keep C, push the rook to A8. Okay. Now we will see one by one. Now bishop black the check with bishop. Now white easily get the queen, I think. We will see. Okay. Now okay, now white black chain. Black played amazingly, I think. Okay, now black chain. White push his bishop to A5. That's it. Now resign this game. Easily win the game. Lee allies. That's it. That's it today live stream. Thank you so much for watching my